Hi everyone, this is Prashad Parthiban. Today I'm going to cover AWS Kinesis service and we'll also talk about some of the use cases of Kinesis in property and casualty insurance. At a high level, Kinesis is nothing but a real-time processing service, which means if you take any real-time data, say you are driving a car, you have a driving monitoring device in your car. If you use Kinesis, the actual data that this device is capturing in real time is going to be sent to Kinesis. The benefit here is you do not need to wait for 1 day or 2 days to see what's happening with the driver's behavior, right? You can immediately see what is happening and act accordingly. This is one example, but in short, like even if a customer is doing certain actions in a website, right, to book a policy or to make a claim, in real time, you can look at the data and take required actions. Now, Kinesis family has four main or sub-services, right? The first one is Kinesis data streams. This service is responsible to stream the live data from the source. The source could be a device in a car, or it could be customer logging into your website and doing some transactions or performing some transactions. So this Kinesis data streams is going to take those live data and no send it to some downstream systems or any other systems like Lambda for no further processing. Now the second service is Kinesis data warehouse. So this is a service which is able to take this real-time data and send them to the data stores, data lakes like S3 or like no Redshift, which is a data warehouse like for analytics purpose. Again, so as I told you, data warehouse is responsible to take this real-time data that you got through data streams and pass that to the data lakes for further processing. The third service is data analytics, right? Now you have data in your data store. You need to perform some kind of analytics, right? Say example, if there are 25 claims received, you need to understand what are the type of claims which are having high payout versus claims that are low payout, right? Or out of 30 drivers, what kind of drivers have rash driving. So this data analytics is going to show you those data in a visual format so that you as a insurance company or any other company can act on it. The fourth service is video streams. Sometimes there could be a claim and there could be some video streaming happening on the climb or the accident site. So those videos can be sent to this service, and this service can tell you what actually happened based on the data analytics that it can do on the videos. That's the reason why we call it as video streams. Now let's see a couple of examples or use cases in PNC insurance. The first service, as I told you, data streams is a kind of live data streaming service. Here, if you say you receive a claim, you need not wait until a week or 2 days or 3 days to look at the claim and process it. In real time, as long as the claim is reported, you look at the claim and look at it and say, hey, you know what? This claim is maybe catastrophic loss and we have to act immediately, right? Instead of waiting or having a delay. So those kind of use cases can be done with data streams. Fraud detection, right? Very common. Can be a submission data or a claim data. For example, if you take a submission data, if you pass this data real time to this Kinesis, it can look at it and say using machine learning, maybe algorithms and say this is an anomaly. There is some kind of unusual data in it and immediately alert the insurance companies rather than waiting for a couple of days, right? These are a couple of use cases when it comes to data streams. So when it comes to data warehouse, like as I told you, the data warehouse is going to store the data in the data lakes. It can be S3 or Redshift, etc. You say policy holder interaction, right? Policy holder is entering some data, and you need to save the data into your data store. You can use data warehouse to take the data from the data streams and pass on to the data store like S3, or aggregating the claims data, right? You can have any number of claims to make sure that you have to have future data analytics done on these claims. You can use data firehouse and make sure that this data goes to the required either data store or like data warehouse like Redshift for further analytics. Now we got the real-time data through data streams. We are able to store that in the data lake using data firehouse. The third service, data analytics, is going to help us to do some kind of analytics, right? Like run SQL queries to make sure, okay, if I have received 100 claims, out of that, how many are kind of high priority claims, how many are medium, etc. Or dynamic pricing, right? You don't need to wait for a few days to tell how much is the pricing. At the moment you receive the submission, the system can dynamically tell you, okay, for all this criteria, this is your pricing based on analyzing your existing submission data, and it will be immediate instead of having a delay there, right? Similarly, real-time risk assessment, right? You are able to say go to the customer location and capture their risk assessment data, right? Okay, if you have an equipment, what kind of loss it is, right? If somebody is taking or capturing the data, that data can be immediately sent to this data analytics, and then results can be done in few seconds instead of waiting for days. Finally, video streams, must have told you, if you take a real-time video on the accident site or etc., the adjudicators and send that video to the insurance company through video streams, and video streams can help find some anomalies in the data. Similarly, risk assessment, as I told you, as any kind of evaluation that you do on a property, high risk property, through a video, you can send that, and video streams can tell you, okay, is this high risk property or is this low risk property? Based on that, insurance company can charge the customer. Again, as I told you, there are many use cases. I just wanted to highlight few of the use cases in P&C insurance that can relate to AWS Kinesis service. Thank you. Thank you once again for your continued support. Take care. Bye bye.